Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, folks?
Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man, here on this Saturday at 2 Pacific Coast time. It is, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. We're all probably looking at our phones right now so we can start sharing the actual live feed. So it makes no sense why you shouldn't be sharing the live feed right now, man. So take a moment and share the actual live feed, share it with your friends, send it to everybody in your inbox, and, you know, let them know to support you, man, because that's what we do, man. We're here to support each other, man, and by giving you guys the best of sports talk radio and giving you guys real life, man. There are a lot more things out there than sports, but at some point in time, man, it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle, man. We've been going on a couple of months now without any sporting activities, but there have been some changes, some things being made, some things being discussed that we will be talking to you guys about, man. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. That's where we get it in. Hit us in our DM. Hit us in our DM, man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the DM.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the DM, man.
As it goes down.
Yeah, in the DM.
In the DM.
Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, man. That's with one T, man. Come on, man. That's what we do, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. And if you want to be a sponsor of the show, hit us up at lettheballbounce@gmail.com, man. Shoot us your information, man. Let us know what business you want for us to support you with. And that's what we'll do, man. But it's a small fee. Okay.
Small.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it and tell you guys it's free. And even sometime when I tell you guys it's free, you believe I may not get no emails. Come on, man. We need you guys to actually pay attention to what Let the Ball Bounce is doing out in the community and out in these streets, man. We are giving you guys an influx of knowledge, realism, truth, opinions, laughter, real life. You know, we're real dads up here, man. These are 4 real dads up here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about full-time dads. This ain't no part-time joint over here, man. No. And so although we are on the Sports Talk Radio show Tuesdays and Saturdays, man, we're supposed to be in your lives forever, man. So why don't you go ahead and support your peoples?
Man,
I'm just saying.
That was nice. That was really nice.
Just saying, man. People,
Very well said,
I get tired of having inbox conversations with people about, hey, man, why is it that we get so much participation on our Facebook? So if you are not a Let the Ball Bounce follower on Facebook, you need to do it right now. Go to Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook. We got the hottest sports talk page on social media, hands down. We got professional athletes, ex-professional athletes, coaches, AAU coaches, high school coaches, college coaches, old transgender coaches, all type of people.
Who?
All type of people for your sports fix. So whatever you relate yourself with it, whether it be him, her, she, him, she, him, her, or however it is, we got all of it. We got all the smoke for all of you sports lovers and real life people who aren't afraid to go out in the world and live their life. You know, I've given out some real handshakes today. I mean, there was no plastic gloves or nothing between us, and I felt like a real genuine love when I rolled up today, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. I had to leave for about a week, to try to get a little mental freedom from, all of the stressful things. But look, man, there's a lot of negativity going on in the world, man. And we're here to give you guys the positive. I'm just got to be honest with you, man. We're going to get real positivity on this show. And if you're not a positive person and you're in a negative energy we kind of don't want you to watch the show. It kind of pushes the negative energy through the show, and then I don't want you to be to catch this smoke. Because we roast, we clown, we don't care how long we know you. You will get the business.
No one's off limits.
Nobody's off limits. I mean, but there's people in the page that would tell you it took them about a good year and a half to get acclimated to the way things are ran on the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk social Facebook page.
Shout out Johnny Youngblood, man.
Yeah.
It's our guy.
He admitted that the other day, man, and I was like, you know what? You're all right with me.
You all right with me, bro? You all right with me?
You know, Goose made a post basically telling people this is not the group for you if you have super sensitive feelings, if you are going to be annoyed and irritated at every time someone says something that doesn't agree with your viewpoint. This may not be the group.
If you choose to use a different setting on your phone to put posts on the page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of strategic things people are doing out there on the page, but if you're not that, if you're in your feelings, basically, this may not be the group for you. And so Johnny Youngblood said, "Yeah, man, I had to learn the hard way because up until today." He could get it anytime. Right now, he all right with me. Today, you are right with me, Johnny Youngblood, man. I'm serious, man.
Johnny Youngblood been all right for a while, man.
Yeah, well, I ain't been paying attention to him.
It was just a misunderstanding.
Okay.
That's all it was,
all right.
man. Johnny Youngblood means very well. He does. He means well.
Well, I hope you at home healthy, Johnny Youngblood.
Yes, indeed.
Not out in these streets,
Johnny Youngblood.
So, yeah, man, we appreciate everybody chiming in, man, and it's what we do. We're going to give you guys the best of sports talk radio. We got a guest in the studio,
yes,
man. He is a longtime friend of ours personally before the show.
Long before.
And, he's actually coached, my little cousin Eddie Heckert, or know about him. And,
he was one of mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so... we just got a lot in common. He knows his basketball. He knows his sports. He is a coach for the NBA Summer League. He is a coach for AAU basketball. He is one of the coaches over at DP, right?
Absolutely.
And he is about to be running for president of the United States. I mean, what don't you do?
I say, well, damn, we need you.
What don't you
I wouldn't
do?
be upset.
Need a different point of view.
I wouldn't be upset.
So this man knows his sports.
Yep.
He is a super basketball fanatic. He has played with one of a Vegas legend here. I mean, they were, just two of the best scorers that this city has seen. Yeah, man, it's a privilege, man. You came to the show. You supposed to be here 4 or 5 times, and you reneged on us. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. You didn't get good spade hands. Sometimes when you playing spades, your partner may not have a great hand. They trying to make something out of it.
It happens.
You know what I'm saying? He's the father of a brand new boy, right?
It'll be 2.
2 years old.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. And how is that? We're gonna start with that. We're gonna start with a little bit, personal, on the personal side. How is it being a father? How does that feel to you?
It's definitely the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
It took a long time to adjust because of being an actual dad.
Yeah.
It's more of, you're more of a father figure to your kids that you coach, and, I'm a teacher as well. So like a father figure, but going home to your own every day, it took a lot of adjusting.
Yeah.
But it's the most rewarding feeling, better than any championship, any accolade, graduation, anything. Best feeling in the world.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's dope.
That's dope.
To have someone say that's the best feeling in the world and actually is active. Like, it's times where he went to practice. He had to coach a game, and he had to watch his son while still in the baby carrier. I've seen this with my own eyes, man. I'm serious. I'm like, this dude do it all. He's signing autographs with his left.
It's a Swiss Army knife.
He coaching.
It's the Swiss Army knife version of a father.
We appreciate it, man.
It's what it is.
We got a lot of sports news to talk to you guys about. A lot of sports debates right now, man. There's been a couple of good debates on there. Raise your hand if you think Sam Jones is the best Boston Celtic. We'll just start there. The Boston Celtic at his position of all time. The man got 10 rings.
This can't be life, man.
He got
the
10.
best power forward.
I want to allow it to be
The
life.
best small forward.
Small forward.
He
Or
got,
shooting guard.
he got 10 rings. Was he a starter on them 10 rings?
They got 10 rings.
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't think on the ring it says 7th man or 8th man
Nobody
or starter.
Nobody, I don't think, is denying his greatness.
Okay.
But are we going to elevate him?
Because of his stats.
No, because of the rings.
Oh, well, the rings. I mean,
His stats are
Derek. If that's the case, Derek Fisher, Mr. Steal Your Girl
Right.
himself.
Legendary. Hashtag.
Yes.
How many rings he got? 5?
Got all 5 Kobe guys.
Well, he just as good as Kobe then. He got 5, right? There are certain mentalities out there like that, though. I'm serious, though.
How come y'all don't never say Deion is Mr. Steal Your Girl too? Deion Sanders.
Because don't know.
well, hold on. Didn't
It's not the same, bro.
Because don't tell me
We've had this
you
discussion.
cannot tell me he did not know Babyface Edmonds.
Wait, yeah,
But he, baby,
was there any misunderstanding between the two? at all?
Babyface wasn't his coach either, though.
I'll say this is a guy in the same profession.
Yeah, I don't know if there were
Dog,
any
you share a locker
You're gonna
room.
bump into him
misunderstandings
every
with
day.
those two guys, though. That's my thing.
You always bringing up. Why you trying to throw smudge on Deion Sanders'
nobody's
name?
trying to bring smudge.
Oh,
I'm
it
just
better not be
saying.
no smudge.
I'm just saying. Deion lived in Atlanta when he played. Babyface Edmonds, LaFace was based out of Atlanta.
Okay.
So they knew each other.
Yeah, but it's a different type of circle.
And then when he divorced Tracy,
It's a different circle.
Deion
Everybody,
slid
it's a
in.
different circle.
Okay.
I mean,
They was meant to be together, man.
Okay, then Derek and his girl was meant to be.
and, well, look, I see Babyface Edmond rolling around in a circle of.
Because he didn't play football.
Okay.
That means that it was a different arena.
Okay.
And, no,
Yeah, it's just different vibe. I mean, Babyface. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, Babyface.
You might explain it. That don't mean I'm going to ride with
Okay,
it. though.
well, let me get a chance
Okay, go ahead.
to explain it. Babyface looked like he rolls with 5'1" dudes who wear blouse type button up shirts, jeans, boots, and write songs for girls all day.
So Prince.
Deion rolls with a different type of circle though. It's just a different, he may be on the athletic side, you know what I'm saying? Like, he may throw, it's just different. It's a different circle. But when you're in the same like basketball bros and you're sharing a locker room with 11 other brothers, 13, 14 other cats, and the basketball community, as Dame will probably say, I don't know if he's going to say it or not. I'm assuming at this point. He'll tell you that it's a small knit community. People know who's who in the basketball type of circle. He may talk about it from a junior NBA summer league standpoint, a high school standpoint, or an AAU standpoint. That circle. And they were in that basketball circle. They hung out together. I'm sure of it. Probably more.
Deion ever hung out with Babyface?
Yeah, maybe if he did an album release party, but I don't think he going to the club with the dude.
I
though.
don't think it was as likely Deion hanging out with Babyface as Derek Fisher hanging out with Matt Barnes.
All right, man. All right.
You don't see
I don't.
the opposite
No, I don't.
likelihood.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So if I
If
run
he
into
knew Babyface and he was at different functions at Babyface's house with his wife and with Tracy Edmonds on different occasions,
okay,
and he knew
I'm
Kenneth,
Babyface
Edmonds
Kenneth, you got to throw the
on
TH in there.
a personal level, which I guarantee you he did.
Okay,
Then all of a sudden, they get divorced, and Deion just slides right in.
But they
Come
got
on, man, it's
divorced,
the same thing, man.
and he slid in.
Well,
Matt Barnes?
Was Matt Barnes and his wife divorced?
Yeah, but Matt Barnes had just got off text saying, I can't wait to get home so I can tell that thing. And she was like, I can't wait to see you too. But Derek Fisher was on his way already.
Look at him. That's the look.
That's why Matt Barnes tripped. He was like, hold on. Derek Fisher? I just hung out with the dude last week, though.
We was just kicking it.
How do y'all know that? Y'all don't.
Man.
Y'all just.
We speculate.
Look.
He was mad because he heard Derek Fisher was over there at the kid's birthday party.
At face value.
Or whatever kind of party that they would have.
At face value, I'm going to assume that basketball players hang out more with basketball players than football players hang out with recording artists. I'm just going to assume.
Kobe didn't hang out with the basketball players.
He was an introvert. He was different. Kobe was a different guy. Kobe was a different guy. We know Deion Sanders ain't no introvert.
We're not saying that Derek Fisher did that either. Derek Fisher was a married man.
He sure was.
So he wasn't hanging out at clubs and all that stuff either. Just like
Wait a minute, hold on, because he was married? Let's not act like these married basketball players at home because they married.
I didn't say that. Let's not go to extremes now. I didn't say that. What I'm saying to you is you don't know that Derek Fisher was out there in the clubs hanging out like that either. Yeah, he could have been just an at-home guy.
On his Twitter, getting that Matt Barnes girl. Yikes.
I'm not so sure of
that.
Okay. Is it his fault, though? Or her fault?
They both were single.
Why don't the chick get no blame here?
They both were single, right?
The chick don't get no blame?
Were they both single?
So then what are we talking about?
Were they both single?
If they was both single, then we out the way.
Right.
But Derek
has
the label of Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yes, he does.
And I'm gonna say there's some other cats out there that done the same thing.
He might have been in the DMs a little bit beforehand. Like
Dre
said, he was already on the way.
We don't know that.
We don't.
I would hope that it's true. So we look right. Mr. Steal Your Girl, Derek Fisher, who is the head coach over at the with the Sparks, he had a rough ending out of this last season with the WNBA, man. And I don't think that Candace Parker is really a Derek Fisher fan.
No, I don't think
she's kind of like the star of that team right now. Yeah. So it's a little bit of turmoil of Derek Fisher actually sitting down Candace Parker in that last game. I think she only played like 9 minutes or something.
It was very sparing.
But you don't do that if you need this game to advance, and unless something happens. So maybe from a coaching standpoint, you can kind of tell us, do you as a coach bench your franchise? Can we still say franchise?
Yes.
I mean, outside of conduct detrimental to the team, I don't see a reason at face value. Now we're not in the locker room, so we don't know this to be 100% certain. But outside of conduct detrimental to the team or to the franchise, I don't see a reason, especially in that situation, that if this is game 6 of the season and y'all just had an argument, all right, man, have a seat for a couple quarters, man. We'll bring you in the second half. But we're talking about, get your mind right. But we're talking about advancing in the playoffs or a playoff spot contingent upon, and you sit your best guy or girl.
Well, Bill Logan, I did bring this up to throw more smut on Derek Fisher's name. Just letting you know the character flaws are following this guy. I'm just trying to build a portfolio of
inadequacy.
A portfolio.
So there's a time and a place for it.
Sure.
It's a little different for us because we're not behind a lot of money. So that's another given. But there's a time and a place for that. If it's game 6, I'm probably 90% sure whatever happened before that game.
Oh, for sure.
It didn't just happen at
Oh,
halftime.
no, of course not.
Or it didn't happen at the end of the first quarter.
I think when I read it said, she had just not been having a good series. And so Fisher just felt like, he was playing for matchups. But that is still your star player, man. You got to let her work that out.
But that's why, what I tell you, keep shooting.
Yeah.
But that's from a leadership standpoint, though. You can't. That's demoralizing, man, mentally.
This is a professional athlete.
Yeah.
A really good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and allow her to work through whatever is going on with her mentally. I'm going to give her that because she's shown me on several occasions what she's capable of doing.
Okay,
I'm going to allow that.
Okay, we should have done. Dwayne Casey should have did that with DeMar DeRozan too, right?
Interesting.
Sure. Why not? What's the problem?
But at the end of the day, isn't basketball your keep away? That's where you cannot think about what's going on at home.
Exactly.
But then you take that from them.
Right.
Of course they're going to look at you different.
DeMar DeRozan was having some mental issues in that series.
Well, he's always had he's been diagnosed.
Kevin
I don't know
Love,
exactly
same
what
thing.
Kevin Love. It's a lot of guys. You allowed him to work through
so
that.
Dwayne Casey felt necessary to sit him down.
No, Dwayne, that wasn't it.
Yeah, they got to play through that.
Let him play through that.
Man.
Let him play through that.
Especially your guy.
Yeah, sure, guy. Let him play through that.
And for a franchise to get rid of both, they're like, you know what? We're just gonna wash our hands with both of you guys.
It's tough.
Let you know. I don't even think the Spurs will probably keep him for a full season next year if basketball comes back.
Well, here's another thing. If that's your guy, like everybody want to, put that on somebody. Your guy is not supposed to succumb to the pressures of something that's supposed to be his getaway from everything. I look at it that way too.
Yeah,
this basketball.
yeah.
This is basketball.
If
this is your getaway. Go out here and ball out, man. But he was out there stinking it up.
Hey, but you know what? Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes even when you are at your getaway, mentally you still can't snap out of, why you need a real life getaway anyway.
Everybody has that. Everybody has that breaking point, though.
True.
Yeah,
they all got that breaking point.
Yeah,
no matter
human
what
beings.
Everybody does.
They do. They do.
He was stinking it up though. And I tell my son, look, man, if you playing basketball and you stinking it up and I'm the coach, I can't, I'm at the end of the day, I'm trying to coach, I'm trying to teach you, I'm trying to be a mentor, I'm still trying to be dad, but I do like to win, and I don't want other parents saying, why are you playing that stinking kid over my kid? Because sometimes you get these parents who think their kid is the next.
Of course.
Every parent does.
Shea Cotton. I'm going to just say him.
Yeah. Everybody. Every parent.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not very many real parents when it comes to sport that'll tell you, oh, my son needs some work.
Yeah.
They're not going to say that. For the record, I did try and draft your son, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
He was gone off the big board by the time I'll be honest with you. You know what? Just address that.
I wish that he could play again, but he's in high school now. So, but he did. He was a point guard and on the JV and varsity team. So
well, they canceled it.
Yeah, I know.
They canceled it. So I can go down saying that I'm not undefeated.
Right.
2-0.
Yeah.
But I'm the last one to win it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I appreciate.
He is the last one to win it. He did win the NBA junior NBA summer league twice, man. And big ups, Dame, man. My son played in that league for 2 years. I want to say 2 or 3 years, man. And he was excited because he wanted to do the ball boy stuff again this year. He already had his application put in, and Las Vegas here is taking a hit.
Yes.
I want to know if you're a casino exec. Give us a call at 702. I forgot the number.
608-325.
Well,
nice recovery.
Well, not only are the casino workers, but I work for the city of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We just got notice that 160 something people are set to get laid off.
Wow.
After May 1st. So it's like, these are people that I work alongside with.
Yeah.
So it's like, now, unemployment whenever they can get it.
Right.
And it's like a lot of dudes are struggling right now because they don't see a light at the end of the tunnel.
And to all you sports fans out there won't be an NBA Summer League this year.
Nope.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
We be up there for the entire week.
Whole week.
The whole week.
Days, the whole
I'm up there like I'm a writer for the Beat Radio or Beat newspaper or something. I'm talking to parents and everything. We had Mr. Carl Anthony Towns, mom and dad did the last summer. They did the parents forum that we were at over at the Cox Pavilion, and what that was they had speakers like Robert Ory, Carl Anthony Towns' mom and dad, couple of professional athletes, a couple of college athletes come and talk to the parents about how to behave as parents when you have athletic kids who are at the top of their level. How to behave, because sometimes these parents can be very overwhelming. And Carl Anthony Towns' mom just succumbed to the battle with the COVID-19, man, and she passed away here this past month, man. So our condolences to the Anthony Towns family, man. Just on their loss, man. And everybody who has been losing people during this pandemic, it's been really hard, man, because families aren't able to grieve the way that they want. They aren't able to have an influx of friends and family to rally around them and support them during that time. They can only pick 9-10 people.
It's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? And so we talk about it every week, man. This thing is still going on. It's still serious. Still practice the best hygiene possible. Come on, man. Like, this is something that we
should have been a part of your life anyway.
Oh, me and Goose just talked about this.
Oh my God.
We just
Please wash your behind.
This. You shouldn't need a reminder.
What is we talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Well, there are four mics right now, 4 people on the show right now, and 4 different opinions of when we've stood next to that one musty guy.
Oh, we might have a consensus
it might
on
be
this
similar.
one, bro. We might have a consensus on this one. We might be.
Mine was more like an onion, bring water to your eye type of smell.
Yeah.
Like a cut the onion type.
Mine could be more like burning nose hairs.
Real nose hairs.
Yeah, gone.
So onion, burning nose hairs.
Yeah.
For me, it's just stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
Go the other way.
Right.
Okay. A complete halt.
Yeah.
Halt.
Those are normally the most friendly ones too.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna bump you.
Yeah.
Shake your hand.
Yeah.
Put the arm around you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Get off.
Stop.
Get off. I'm that guy.
No.
He the Jay-Z guy. Remember
Get off.
the white guy on the video. Jay-Z was like, he's like, hold on.
No, he dropped the shoulder on
Yeah, he's like, hold on.
He might have been an onion guy.
He may have been.
It's possible.
Or he may have been super drunk and belligerent all the way up,
Which is a different odor.
Yeah.
Oh, altogether.
Yeah, that's a different odor.
That's a different odor altogether.
Some people don't believe in putting chemicals on your body.
Well, look, man. Washing your hands after you eat, after just after just doing just washing your hands, man. It really shouldn't have a caption behind it on when, where, how. It's just wash your hands, your body, your house, because you see sometimes people on social media right now taking pictures still with the filthy house in the back. How is the house dirty? You at home all day?
Interesting.
What it shows me is all the people that was going out there hoarding the sanitizers and all that stuff. Y'all wasn't really clean. Y'all wasn't clean from the beginning. Now
y'all ain't never used
now
it.
now the CDC is giving you recommendations and all that stuff to sanitize, get Lysol and all that stuff. Y'all wouldn't hoard it at all.
Yeah. we got to do better as a people.
Yeah. Must.
You know, this is a serious disease, man. People are still dying from it, and we need you guys to
and losing their job.
Yeah, we need you guys to. I mean, Vegas is taking a huge hit, man. You know, hit the like button if you are extremely excited that you got your $1,200.
I won't be.
Oh, we're not talking about it.
A lot of people that's gone already.
Yeah.
I thought we wouldn't.
I won't be getting.
Y'all don't want to talk about it?
No. At the end of the day,
happen.
Some people got that may have said they didn't need it, but they really did.
Now, I was talking to one of my friends who's a tax preparer, and she said that people are accusing her because she heard her cousin got hers. How come I haven't gotten mine? So then she's getting a call saying, how come I haven't gotten mine yet? Did you steal my check?
Real live.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Whoa!
Come on.
First of all, you didn't even know you was gonna get it. That's number one.
What were you doing before you had it?
After I did your taxes, I'm done with you.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
What were you doing before you knew you could get it?
What type of money responsibility did you have prior to 45 saying he's sending these checks out?
I called her and she was so mad. She was like, getting off the phone with these ignorant people.
I would say I am closed until COVID-19 is over with.
Unbelievable. but here's one thing.
I saw on Facebook that some tax preparer was getting other people's checks.
Man, stop.
Man, will y'all stop?
Cut it.
That is not happening.
Cut it. I will say this though, and this is a good thing. At least it can't be blown at the club.
Yeah.
At least if you getting this $1,200, it can't be blown at the club on bottles.
Well, it can be on bottles still.
Yeah, you can.
It can probably still.
It's just club at your crib.
It's not the club, though. It's
cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
The bottle tables are really more like $20-$40, you know, end up depending on the liquor.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the real LTBB in the building. Your guy, Dre Bateman.
Man, it was Tom.
Bill Blockham Logan, man. We got Mr. Dame in the building, man. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
What's up, you guys? How you doing? It's David.
Dave in the Bay Area, man. What up?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I have no character. I'm a shady person. My grandma died like 20 years ago, and I'm using her social security number to get $1,200. You guys know how this shit goes, man.
Boy, let me use that number real quick.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Straight to it. Though.
Right in. No hesitation. Do not pass go, nor collect 200. I'm going right in.
Hey, I'm going straight to jail. How about that?
Straight to boardwalk. Straight to boardwalk.
And then jail.
Yeah.
If I go to jail, look, bail 600. Let me keep 6. We'll split 2 ways. Right?
We'll split it.
We'll split that thing.
That's it. That's funny, G. That's funny, man.
Man, yeah, I'm looking at Vegas, dude, and I'm looking at like cities like Vegas where tourism is just, I mean, you're talking about 80-90% of their economy. Obviously, hospitals and utilities and all that. That just comes with having a city, but there's not a lot of manufacturing there, and I'm really feeling for you guys, and I hope it ends soon. You know, there's a lot of mixed opinions on if economies should open, shouldn't they open, man? But I'm really look at Vegas because I love Vegas. I love going there, and I think it's a good city filled with good people. It's more than just gambling, and I'm hoping it ends soon because I know there's a lot of people that want to get back to work soon.
Yeah, and the fact that you're a Raiders fan too, though, aren't you?
Yes, I liked them before the Raiders. Raiders could have went to El Paso or whatever. I still like Vegas, man. Vegas is a cool city.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up, man. Hey,
you got to get outside the strip. If people are listening,
keep telling
get
people
outside the strip. There's more to Vegas than the strip.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But come correct though.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It will be a problem.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself. Before escaping
don't take your shirt off if you had too many burgers and you try to hit the pool.
Don't do it.
Yeah. That's what the circus is for.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, Dave, let me ask you this question though, G. You up in the Bay? You up in the Bay Area? What are some of the restrictions up there? Because I heard that the Bay Area, a couple months ago had shut it down, and you guys were one of the first cities to just have a curfew and just how's that working out?
So they haven't really had a lot of curfews, but they've had now they've implemented that you have to wear the mask when you're out in public. I've seen read articles, people getting tickets. They're out with their friends and stuff, and $1,000 tickets each.
Yikes!
Wow. So they're real serious of it up here about it. I work for the water company, so I'm lucky. I still have a job. I still got to come into work, and I'm still dependent on. So I just see what's good is I see a lot of people walking more, man, and people are more with their families and stuff. But it just sucks, that at some point the well's going to run dry, and you can't rely on your savings, you can't rely on your 401k,
right? And
you're going to have to get back to work at some point. So,
well, let me.
It's just crazy. Mm-hmm.
Let me also ask you this though, without diving too personal. How is are you getting extra hours or OT hours or things like that?
I always got OT hours, so I'm getting a little bit less because we stopped doing some maintenance stuff.
Right.
But I'm still kind of getting the same hours, instead of getting 15 hours, I'm getting 8. I'm still getting some hours because there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. It's just probably the same as the hospital workers. They're still relied upon and they're still dependent upon to do their job. So,
okay.
There's still work to be done, man. And if something breaks or whatever, I have to have people out here to fix it. And then, that it is what it is.
Well, I need you to hook me up with whoever you knows over at the hospital, man, so I can get a couple of those Social Security numbers, baby boy.
Oh man, yeah. You just got to go in there. You know how it is. You used to work for the morgue and all that stuff. It's like, oh, okay, he's gonna die. Okay, you got to play it cool and try to get their Social Security number and be like, okay, I'm gonna take him down to floor number 7 real quick, and then you just type it.
Dave's got this thing down. He's got it flying.
He's giving up the manual.
This is crazy. This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Go down here. Yeah, go to that. What do you got? SunTrust Bank or something? Just open up an account. Have that thing funneled in there, and then boom, you out.
Hey, man.
This is the absolute best.
That's federal time.
This is the best right here, bro. Oh my God. Oh boy.
And then go to the strip club and get you a 6-foot lap dance. Let it rain.
Let it rain. Hey, we appreciate it, man.
Hey, you guys stay up, man. I know it can get a little bit depressing and down, and that's just you guys, the people to listen in, man. It's all going to pull through, and you can still walk outside. You can still go enjoy what's free. That's
right.
Mother Nature, man. The air, the beautiful environment.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Dave in the building, man.
Dave from
long
Bay,
time.
Right?
All right, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
you, homie.
That's my guy in the Bay Area, by the way, of Long Beach, man.
Yes, sir.
We was in Long Beach together,
Oh,
man.
man.
And so
that was funny. I got tears.
But it's crazy because people are doing all type of stuff now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
At a time like this, though, man.
Yeah.
People are still people, bro.
Yeah, well, people
You
gonna be
already know
people.
that.
So the Bay Area, they are, they are getting fined. Have they even talked about implementing anything like that here in Vegas?
The only thing that's going down as far as that is businesses. We've had better than 300 calls for service as far as businesses continuing to operate.
Right.
Giving out, most of those have just been warnings, as far as the citations are concerned, giving out, I want to say I think the sheriff said 19 citations. I could be wrong about that. And just 2 full terminations.
Wow.
Because you had just people out here just being flat out negligent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Have come to that.
It shouldn't have come to that. No, it shouldn't. But
I was thinking about turning my Jeep into like something like from the movie Mad Max, a couple of big lights, a couple of spear chucker electronic spear trucker joints.
Mad Max.
A big grill on my joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I was rolling down the street. I'm not even going. This is a true story, man. I'm rolling down the streets like 8. Nobody on the street. All I seen were police cars. I probably seen about 100 on my route home.
That's crazy.
I said, well, we know they not having no time off right now. They out.
Oh yeah,
not nan.
It almost made me feel uncomfortable. Like, am I doing something wrong? Did they say stay in right now? Because I ain't seen another car for at least 52 seconds. I'm counting.
52 seconds.
Do that when you get nervous.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. We at the end of the day, man, we want you guys to be safe. Look, there's a bracket that's out right now. Basketball playoffs were supposed to start today. Let me go ahead and just throw that out there, man. Today they were supposed to start. They were supposed to start.
Man. No game ones. No game ones.
Sucks.
You know, there's a bracket out. Does somebody want to pull up that bracket real quick?
Let's see, man.
And see if we can go through this bracket real quick, man, for the people. Since playoffs start today. So are we just Are we gonna just do the first matchups from where they record were right now?
Go all the way.
You want to just go all the way and just go all the way to the champ?
We can go through it. Why not? I mean,
okay, I thought we was gonna go week for week.
Might as well. I mean,
I think we should go. We should go week for week as if the playoffs started today.
Gotcha.
Let's go week for week.
I'm with you. All right. Well,
and just choose who won that series.
Gotcha. So the 1-8 matchup in the Western Conference,
if we were to start today,
would be the Lakers and the Grizzlies. I like that Grizzlies team a lot, but they're not going to win that series.
I think they get swept.
I feel a sweep.
Yeah, they're not going to win that series.
Yes.
I don't. Next.
Yeah, that was very, very short-lived.
All right.
Very short-lived.
The 1-8 matchup in the East.
Okay.
Bucks and Orlando.
I got sweep too.
I got sweep in that series.
Interesting.
Get the broom.
Yeah,
2 sweeps.
Get them out.
Get the broom.
Get them out.
We give Orlando 1 game.
1 game against Milwaukee.
All right.
Home game.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Gentleman sweep. 4-1.
Okay.
The 4-5 matchup in the West. Utah and OKC.
Interesting.
Very interesting series, bro.
Because right now, if playoffs started today, Utah was just starting to come into their own.
Mm-hmm.
They hadn't been playing that Utah team that we all said should have been top 3 or 4. Just right at the top of the West.
Right. And OKC was kind of hot.
OKC was kind of hot. Chris Paul, a lot of people
playing out his mind.
Do not like Chris Paul, man, but give the man credit, man. He has taken that young team. People didn't think that OKC would even be relevant when that Chris Paul trade went down, but he has definitely propelled that team to probably win that series.
I'm with you on that
one. Ooh.
How many games? Because I'm with you too, though.
I wouldn't argue.
I think it'll go 7.
7? I got 6.
I got 6.
I wouldn't necessarily argue with you, but I'm looking at a Utah team that I think would pose matchup issues with their perimeter play. So I would actually go with Utah. I'm not going to argue and say that your answer is wrong. I'm just going a different route. I like the way that Utah team was playing. I think, and I always mention his name, and people laugh at me. But Joe Ingles, bro, I don't know why I like this dude, but I do.
And they got him coming off the bench
this year. I have no idea why I like him, but I do. That
was actually a good move.
Yes, absolutely. So I think he would have been a difference maker, and down low Rudy Gobert, rim protecting. I don't see Steven Adams doing a whole lot.
They kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Kinda.
I think the key to that series would be CP3.
Mm-hmm. And again,
being the veteran guy, plus being hungry to have another chance to, at least go deeper in the playoffs. They wasn't going to win it all.
Right.
To get deeper in the playoffs, I think he would find a way to help them get past that in that series.
Mike Conley Jr. would have had to do something spectacular.
And he has statistically not been playing.
Not been playing
I was going to
well.
say, he was getting DMPs.
He has not been playing well.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I I know Snyder was trying to breathe some life into him by calling some plays for him in a couple of games that I seen to kind of just get him, his energy or his, just his confidence at this point up. I think it's a better series than a lot of people would expect. So I would choose Utah, like I said, to keep it moving. Not Utah, but OKC in that series to surprise Utah.
Yeah. The 4-5 matchup in the East, probably the most intriguing to me. Miami and Indiana.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Miami in this.
I like that series a lot, bro.
I'm gonna go Miami in 6, but I wouldn't rule out 7.
I got it in 7. I got Miami in 7.
Miami in 7?
Yeah.
I would go Miami in 7, man. I think that as far as matchups is concerned,
in depth,
probably the most intriguing, bro. I mean, you're looking at Bam Adebayo, Sabonis matching up against each other. Like it would be really, really good, bro.
Adebayo's gonna be a star.
He's already
on his way.
Good. He's going to be.
He's like
really
definitely on his way.
Stoudemire.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he reminds me.
Yeah. But he dribbles a lot better than Amari Stoudemire. I mean, I've seen Adebayo bring the ball up and the guards just run up. He starts the offense sometimes.
Yeah,
I know it all too well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Coached against him.
Wow.
Too well.
Wow.
That's a good comparison.
3-6 matchup in the West. Denver and Houston.
Boy, oh boy. I think this is probably the best series in the West.
I would say Denver.
Nuggets in 5.
You got matchup.
5?
Yes.
Yikes.
I do not like the Houston Rockets at all.
Nuggets in 5?
Nuggets in 5, bro. Yes. Yes.
I ain't going to say in 5. I would say 6.
Bro.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to rock with Houston, and here's why.
Ooh.
In 7.
Okay.
I don't put it past that 3-ball shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's bad, it's really bad.
It's really bad.
But when it goes in, it's almost unguardable. And they have 5 guys who can shoot it. Yeah, they're willing to give up 2. Dump it down to the Joker. Let him get the layup. But he's got to guard somebody now on the other side. And that takes somebody to paint. Nobody can stand in front of Harden. He's going to go to the free throw line 35 times.
Well, ain't no shot blockers in that
Westbrook
series.
Wants to go to the rim.
And he going to go to the line
too. The Joker has to be out guarding the 3. So I feel like Russ and Harden kind of wheel their way through. I got 7 games. I got Houston at 7.
I just think Denver in totality, because they got guys that can shoot the 3-ball too.
Oh, they're definitely the better team.
I'm just looking at their team in totality. Looking at 2 guys, basically 2 guys that'll have to carry an entire series against dudes getting beat up every single night. Now, you going at these dudes, you got to forget they coming back at you.
Yeah, definitely.
Young Bulls too.
The difference is Houston knows that they're not going to stop
them.
Denver's going to put a lot of energy into stopping them. Houston's like, okay, go get the layup. We're going to take it out and we're going to go down and fire up this 3. And you're game planning for us. We're not worried. Listen, shout out to James Harden, by the way. He broke my light at Desert Pines. So they had their training camp at Desert Pines. So we got a chance to sit and watch for an entire week, the training camp preseason. They did 0 defense.
There's D'Antoni for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't say this.
For you.
I don't say this to kind of stretch it. I mean, absolutely 0 defense for an entire week. They went in, they shot, they did plays, and they went 5-on-5. With a 7-second shot clock. That's how they did.
So it's about scoring.
Yes, they know that they're not going to stop you. That's why they traded Capella. PJ Tucker, we don't need you to play D like you used to. Just stand in the corner. Wow. That's it. We'll give you 130, but we're going to get 140. Talk about it at the end. We'll win. Wowzers.
Well,
that mentality reminds me of the Western Warriors with Booker T. Washington.
Oh, boy.
They didn't play no D.
Tootie Green in them.
They would score. They would light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, they did.
You know.
and did not care about stopping
a
soul.
a lot of teams would score their best against the Western Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you look at this Denver team, right? They got a Will Barton, right? They got Torrey Craig, right? Troy Daniels, the great Laker.
Bless him.
Jeremy Grant, great leaper.
Oh man, he was a good
Gary
player.
Harris.
He was a good player.
All right, the Joker.
Mhm.
Millsap.
Mhm.
Your boy Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
They got the better team. Like this is like
They young, they
they're
hungry,
younger.
but this year, I still think Houston beats them.
That's how they play. Come and try and outscore us. That's not how you play, Denver. You slow the ball.
Denver
Because you have-
can put up a buck 10,
But-
buck 15 though. Like that can happen.
But they're
Yeah,
putting
they
up
can.
125, 135. Houston is almost every night.
But to your point, Houston would have to be very, very efficient.
That's why I
every
said
night for
That's why I
seven
say
straight
7.
games.
They'd have
Is
to
that
be-
going to
It's going
happen?
to be
Yeah.
a couple, but that's why I said 7. That's why I didn't say Houston in 5.
Yeah, I agree with.
Yeah,
I agree with the
gonna
6
go
or 7.
because 7th game, legs are tired. Big fella been out here playing D for 6 games prior to this.
Mhm.
Houston,
playing every
Robert
other
Covington,
A 3-point
Damari
shooter.
Carroll.
3-point shooter.
Okay. PJ Tucker.
Play a little defense too. so.
PJ Tucker. Russell Westbrook.
Mhm.
James Harden. Ben McLemore.
Mhm.
Jeff Green. Eric Gordon.
Those are pros, man.
Those
Yeah,
are pros.
No doubt.
Those
No
are pros.
doubt. I don't know.
Brian
guys.
Brian Cooks.
I don't know, guys.
And then when we speaking,
I'm just playing.
and then when we speaking about slowing it down in the playoffs,
Mhm.
that goes to Denver's advantage.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
They got
sure.
the Joker down. He's a
So-
handful down there.
Yeah.
He's a handful.
I think
I see where y'all coming from. I really do. I swear I do. I'm just not. I'm not going to put my eggs in one basket on Russell Westbrook, bro. Like I like him a lot. I really do. But he turns the ball over entirely too much for me, bro. It's just too much, man.
not this year.
He's had his fair share.
You know he's outscored Harden this year, though.
Yeah.
More
The
efficient.
offense that they running and not having nobody in the lane allows him to do that. That's what he does.
And that
what he
went right
does.
to my point.
That's what he does.
To the Joker not being in there.
Yeah.
Even then, he's not the best paint protector.
No, he's
anyway.
not.
He's just a big
No,
body.
he's not a no. He's
He
not
causes
no.
offensive matchup.
Yeah. Yes, that's his
defensive,
thing. That's why
gonna
he's
get
there.
Tore up.
That's why he's
Oof.
there. Yeah. Oh yeah, he'd get killed.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
especially if he come out there looking like he started the season. Guy on the couch, built body
he
head.
had a granddad body.
Yeah,
this guy.
it's just terrible,
Come
man.
on,
It's
man.
just terrible.
Not
Man.
as a
Put down.
Not as a pro basketball player, sir. You can't. No.
I mean, not an ounce
No.
of muscle.
not
at all.
not one.
He's gotten in a lot better shape.
Finally.
3-6 matchup in the East, which I think the same thing
Here we go.
as the 3-6 matchup in the West. Boston and Philly.
Ooh.
I think Boston annihilates
I think
Philly,
this-
bro.
yeah, that's-
I really,
Annihilates?
yes, bro. Yes,
About
I
no
do.
Annihilation.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
don't know about annihilation
Gentlemen's
either.
gentlemen's sweep, bro. Gentlemen's sweep.
5?
I'm not. I got maybe 6. Boston maybe 6.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not a big fan on the duo between Embiid and Simmons.
When your point guard can't shoot
Ooh.
in the playoffs, that's a problem. Your point guard can't shoot in the playoffs.
But they have playoff experience.
They do.
They do.
They do. But
They wasn't new to this. They've been there for 2 years
That
in a row.
Boston team got playoff experience
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They ain't just get here.
But I'm not saying that I don't agree with the annihilation.
Nah, I don't believe with that
What-
word.
what-
That word.
Okay.
I agree with the
Gentlemen's
6
sweep.
game, the 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2.
4-2. All right.
6.
All right. 4-1.
I'm gonna go 7.
He doesn't care.
I'm just not. I'm not. Your point guard can't shoot, bro.
I'm gonna
Like,
go.
at all?
I'm gonna go Boston in 7.
No, he can't.
It's tough.
They're gonna get 3.
Yeah, I think so.
They're gonna get 3. Philly.
You didn't say we had a phone call, did we? Oh, okay.
Philly has no.
We just
Philly has no ball handler outside of Simmons.
None.
And Boston has Kemba, who I like a lot.
Love.
And
You know what? I forgot
Mr.
about Kemba.
Mr. Tatum over there.
I go 6. I go Boston at 6.
Yeah,
Boston
I
at
got
6.
See, that's what I say.
I give
Boston
Philly
is
at least
six.
2
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
bro. We can get 1 home game, maybe 2 home games.
Hopefully. If Embiid's not eating.
And look at him.
The bundle.
4-1.
I'm sorry, man.
If
I'm
Embiid
sorry.
isn't eating the bundle before the game.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Stop it, man. The boy is lost. He's
eating bundles before the game, though.
That's ridiculous.
A steak cocktail.
And we were talking about the
Salmon.
Joker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's just
Come on now. Got to include Embiid in that if we're going to do it.
I think that if Philly lose, if they would have lost this matchup, you have to break the team up. I don't know if it's a changing of the coach. The coach is always one of the first to go.
Sure.
Or do you just say, you know what? We got to really shop either Embiid or our point guard in Ben.
I think you get more for Embiid, though.
Yeah, and you just paid the point guard.
Yeah.
So I want to go back a little bit because I don't forget. I'm like an elephant. I don't forget.
4-2.
Remember, I don't know if y'all remember on the page when I said, this was 2 years ago, when I said I'd trade Jimmy Butler for Ben Simmons straight up right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I got laughed at. How that's looking?
Well, they was just mad.
How that's looking right now?
They was like, "How are you serious?"
Oh, they were upset when I said that. People were legitimately upset with me.
Well, you had your chance for that to happen because he came there and played last year, and they saw what he could do.
Sure,
he didn't want to be in Philly. Come on,
but they wanted to go with the younger guy.
Yeah, and he, Butler did not want to be in Philly. When Butler was there, on paper, it really looked like that he was that glue that they needed.
Him and Joel didn't get along.
Yeah, and they're just going different directions, and
Joel
that's not really
sensitive too. Yeah,
he's a guy nobody wants to play.
Joel,
with.
a young, sensitive dude.
A lot of people don't want to play with that dude.
Come on, man. You when you young and sensitive like that, bro. Come on, man. Be a pro. Be a pro.
Come on, KD.
Take everything so
we're talking to you, KD. Stop being so burner sensitive.
Take everything.
Hey, man, your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan in the building. Dame in the building. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
This is Antonio Holiday, our local Las Vegas.
Shout out, man. What's good with you,
Antonio Holiday, man? You a coach too over at Cimarron, right?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man.
Definitely.
We got 2 coaches.
It's a beautiful
from
thing,
Vegas
man.
giving back.
I love it, man.
What's up, man? How you been, Jay?
Hey, I've been staying in trouble, keeping the kids steady. That's right. That's what it is. Keeping the kids steady.
That's what it is, man.
Daddy
hey,
project.
Can you secretly open up that young auxiliary gym tonight? I'm just playing. I feel like getting it out of me.
For real, man.
Oh
man.
You know what? If only we would probably not go to jail.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you're getting snipped.
I mean, I'm driving through the streets. There are no volleyball nets, no basketball nets, no rims.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the volleyball courts. I was just going, just go out there with my daughter and let her practice on her serve. They took the poles out of the sand.
Sheesh.
I said, yikes.
Wowzers.
Who got time for that?
There's certain parks that still have their basketball goals up.
Yeah.
The elementary schools still have their courts because me and the kids we slid up to one of the elementary schools.
Yeah, don't name it.
Yeah, don't name it.
Yeah.
Let us just find it.
Notice he said slid.
Yeah.
We slid.
Here, I'm gonna hold this gate up as long as I can. Let's go.
Go and slide through there.
Get through there.
Like we used to do at Colonel McCall back in the day. Yes, indeed.
Hey, am I the only one that used to hop real tall fences and sometimes misgauge my jump and it just
gets snagged?
It hurts all the way from my ankle all the way to the top of my thigh. Like, yikes!
Get snagged. My goodness. You know how many times I almost broke an arm taking that 7-foot fall?
Yeah. those were the things that we were willing to do.
That's what we did, bro.
In order to go out and have a little bit of camaraderie, play with our friends, man, play some basketball, be competitive.
Absolutely.
So what's going on, man? What is going on socially in Vegas right now, Tonio, man? What's popping?
Well, for me, growing up here in the Valley, and my family has been here since the 1940s. We've seen this place, turn every which way and be very positive for my family in this community. But as of late, I would say in the past maybe 5-10 years, we've really, really fell backwards. We haven't really done a lot of self-support. And it's kind of crazy how we've gotten here. And now with this COVID-19, we're further separated and we're further pushed back away from each other. And we need to find ways to get our community back, especially since we have time on our hands.
Yeah. Bros, that is the boy, right?
I couldn't say it better, bro. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly.
But a lot of people believe in that, but then a lot of people want to be social distancing from each other.
Right.
So how can you do it?
Right.
I mean, what's the happy medium between the two?
Right.
Great question.
Well, use the technology that has been given to it.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, in the when Martin Luther King was rallying people and talking to people, he would bring them into their home. Now we can't do that. So what can we do? We can use apps like Zoom, like the WhatsApp. We can bring people into our homes and have 30, 40 people on the television, and you can have discussions and stuff. So there's different ways around it.
And I don't even want to give that an excuse because I can go to IG right now, turn on D Nights. He got at least 20,000 people watching him right now, DJ.
At least.
Right. So to say that you don't have a way to galvanize at least a little bit is somewhat of an excuse, especially with time. That's the biggest thing that most people say is there a problem, is that they don't have time. Well, now you don't have it.
Well, what type of things can people do? Like what organizations, what hashtag shows or podcasts or websites or things like that we could actually look at so we can support each other, because we got a lot of time on our hands. I mean, I'm pretty sure that people who weren't on Facebook so much, prior to 6 months ago is on there a lot more now. What other way is then to do something to bring more people into your home, man, is, through your phone. We have the technology. We need to start using some of the technology that we have to kind of stop being so divided and actually use this as a tool to actually come together. And I think a lot of people don't know how to take that first step. I think that's where a lot of uncertainty is. I mean, I can only speak for myself.
Well, I think that you're right. I think right there is we're teaching our kids inside of schools to use Google Classwork, use Google Class and do their homework via technology. So why don't we as parents take that to the next level and support ourselves, especially in the Black community?
Yes,
and I think to say this that I'm going to isolate us from the Asian community and whatnot, but the Asian community and the white community, Indian community, Hispanic communities, they have somewhat great leadership amongst their community. So they can always galvanize behind their culture and their people. Whereas to us, we find reasons to not.
Crazy.
Versus.
That's the weirdest thing in the world, bro.
Wow. Especially when we have the technology. We're the first ones to get the iPhone. And we're the first ones to tell you how to FaceTime. We don't know how to use that. Go ahead.
But I mean to cut you off. Not only that, people out here getting killed over those items.
Yes.
That's the crazy part. And I ain't mean to take it there, but it is what it is.
Oh, it's reality.
We're murdering people over these items. Yet we don't use them to our direct advantage specifically in a time like this.
Goose, how many times do we talk about this, bro?
It's unbelievable. This is
Bill, am I
unbelievable
lying?
to me.
Do we talk about this all the time?
We talk about it all the time. I mean, we see some people. We see a lot of people doing the galvanizing thing as far as going to Zoom and Facebook Live and all that. So we see that, but we do it for music. But then, are we doing it for teaching moments?
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah, using it for teaching moments and taking opinions out of it because everybody has opinions. Can we agree to disagree on a lot of things?
Yeah.
That's what I'm not seeing a lot of through this coronavirus thing. Somebody has an opinion on something, or and then somebody has a different opinion. Oh man, they getting dang near cussed out on Facebook about a different opinion. And nobody's not saying this thing is not real. We know it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But there's another part of it. Like I said, I work for the city of Las Vegas. We just got the notice Friday about 162 people being laid off.
Yikes.
Crazy.
That's the other side of this. Just not, shutting the city down. Now you got the other side where people are losing their jobs, which they thought these were secure jobs.
Yeah.
There's another side to this as well.
Yeah. And
I have two questions for you. I have two questions for y'all.
Yes,
as a whole. Speaking to that, when the economy does come back, what guarantees do we have that the benefits and pay scale will not be worse in the valley?
Exactly.
Yikes.
I said the same thing. This could be a avenue to change pay scales and all that stuff, even within the city.
Right. I think though, as far as the casinos are concerned, you got to think these casinos are run by real live multi-billionaires. Like
literally,
Sheldon Adelson is worth like $50 billion, bro. And to my understanding, my brother-in-law is the head catering manager at the Venetian.
Oh, well,
and he meets with Sheldon Adelson once a week.
For sure.
He sits at the table with this dude once a week.
That's a fact.
And he is, as far as owners are concerned, you may not like his political views. You may not like none of that. But as far as ownership and how he treats his employees, it's top notch. So I can speak to the Venetian Palazzo and their employees. They're getting taken care of.
Yeah,
for sure. I can say the same about the MGM properties or Caesars properties or anything like that.
Right.
But to Venetian Palazzo, they're being taken care of for sure.
Right.
No doubt. But that's a good point though, bro. Like what is the pay scale really going to look like when everything gets back up and running? I personally believe that people are still gonna be coming to Vegas. People are still gonna be spending money. It just is what it is. And the Raiders provide a lot of relief as well. Once the NFL starts.
But are they going to use that as an excuse to say, well, we're going to lower the pay because we had to take such a hit because of the time off.
Right.
And we're going to bank on the fact that people are going to come here and tip you to cover what we were.
Right. Yeah, it's tough to gauge. So, it really is. It's tough to gauge right now.
But then the part two to that question to me is why do we have to wait for our leadership and our local leadership to come to us when they could come with? I mean, why do we wait for them to come to us when we can all sit there and get to the table and say, oh, hey, look, if we need to talk via internet, radio, door-to-door, mail, whatever it is, we need a seat as a Black community at the table when the economy does come back.
That's right. I agree. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Because the Asian community has their seat at the table automatically because they own casinos down there.
No doubt.
White own casinos down there. The Indians, they own casinos now. Italians and everyone else have investment. Where's the Black community? We don't have a Black casino. Not anymore. We don't have Black bank. We don't have, the financial backing as a group to galvanize us to say, look, we belong at this table. So how do we solve that?
Well, we need to change the mentality. So instead of me sitting at home saying I got my $1,200 check and there's cutlass in the yard that I'm about to fix up with the $1,200, we need to change the mentality.
But you look back in the day, and my family is one of the originals that came out here from Louisiana as well.
Yeah, mine too.
When they had the Newtown Tavern on the west side,
yes, sir,
that was a gambling joint.
Yeah, it was.
The Moulin Rouge, that was a gambling joint.
Sure it was.
And a place on the west side in the black community that should still be thriving, if you ask me.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah.
You're right,
man.
I don't know why nobody bought that and just made it new and improved.
Because we don't try and lend a hand. We want to
build.
There it is.
We want to one up each other.
We don't build each other.
I know you might own that, but I'm gonna let you fall first, and then show you I can do it better than you.
And you look at that
like that.
And you look at that property
That's
over there,
problem.
right? And you look at that property over there right now. It's a shame.
It is.
Wow.
My grandmother
just
lives
nothing
right
but
on the corner.
tumbleweeds.
Right on the corner.
That's crazy
on
to
Jackson.
me.
The house right in front of Town Tavern. Wow. Grew up
I'll
looking right
speak
at
to
it.
the Moulin Rouge a little bit.
Man.
I was corporate for Harrods.
Okay.
And back in 2006, 2007, 2008. And we were investing in the Moulin Rouge. I was corporate as far as designing retail stores and whatnot. So we started coming up with plans and whatnot to invest.
Okay.
But the family that owned it was trying to highball everybody.
Interesting.
It became a financial situation, and everyone walked away from the table. So we are our own killers sometimes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh, absolutely.
And at one point, didn't
Because
they reach?
wanted to.
And at one point, didn't they reach out to Oprah and Bill Cosby and all these guys to come invest into this thing to make it a reality? And somehow that got pushed to the side.
I had floor plans in front of me for that location.
Wow.
And they and we priced ourselves out. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh man.
I'm bringing to the table that I talked to Dre a little bit, and I told him, I'm putting together a very small group of people, and we're going to talk, and we're going to discuss, and we're going to have a small forum via net or via at home, however we want to do it, that we can get these people together from all different walks of life in the Black community, bankers, entertainers, radio, sports. Not everyone's influential. Also fathers and mothers, because it affects us all.
Yeah.
And we need to come up with a plan to say, okay, what, instead of talking about the problem all day,
come up with a contingency
what are some of the
plan.
solutions? Exactly. What are some of the solutions we can come up with that can affect us here in the Valley, that we can make sure that we start moving the needle to get us to the table?
Telling you.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful thing right there, bro.
And I was driving over by the Edmonds Town Center. It's turning into a homeless encampment now.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yep.
John Edmonds, man, come on, man.
It's crazy.
It's like, bro, this is your spot. You built this, and it's turning into a homeless encampment. You go down H, all you see is homeless people setting up right there. They've let the landscaping go.
Yeah.
It's a shame, and it's like, this is a reason why a lot of people don't want to come over there and do anything, because they see that it's downtrodden. They see nobody cares, so they like, well, you know what, take my idea and go somewhere else.
It's a new Starbucks up the street, though.
Oh, you already know that.
Oh yeah, new Starbucks.
That's gonna happen.
This new Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Oh, it's Del Taco too.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Say that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a nice police substation over there.
And FBI.
Yeah.
No, the FBI building. I mean, how about
so that's
Gerson Park? Just gentrified right before our eyes.
Yeah.
Nobody ever saw it coming.
Yeah.
Right?
Gentrification.
Nobody thought twice about it.
And we can't say we don't have the resources.
Can't say it. No
If
way.
there's
Some of my
if
most
there's-
intelligent friends are of color.
Yeah.
Of color.
Can't say we don't have the resources,
No,
man.
man.
We got resources. We
got the resources.
we have to stop being those crabs in the barrel, man. Stop pulling each other down.
Please
You know, stop talking so negative about each other on social media and period, man.
You literally have black people saying nothing would last over there.
Wow.
Look at it. And I'm like, dude, you don't know that. You do not know that. You don't know that a Smith's could work right here. You don't know that a retail shopping mall, a retail shopping center over there, call it Moulin Rouge Commons or something like that.
Whatever.
You can't tell me that won't work over there.
Right.
But listen to what you just said. The one thing, can me as a black person go put a business in Chinatown?
No, not gonna happen.
No,
I'm pretty sure you could, but the hoops that you have to get through to make it happen,
overwhelming.
Exactly. What about over in East Las Vegas, where it's mainly Hispanic? Does it make sense for me to put my business over there if I'm trying to get black people to come to my business?
Nope.
No. So why are we taking our businesses, the little businesses that we do get, and we're taking them all over the rest of the valley?
It's crazy.
I think it'd bring the culture back to the West Side too.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of grandparents still live there.
Yeah.
And kids go to their grandparents' house on the
Still.
weekends. It brings the culture back.
Absolutely.
I grew up getting my haircut at uppercuts right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bahama Run, man.
Yeah.
You know,
And Trina Giles is trying not to go nowhere. She's
Man,
right here.
look,
I'm right here.
I'm
This is where
getting me
staying.
a grit bowl.
for sure.
Shout out Trina Giles, man.
I'm not going anywhere.
Getting me a grit bowl off the top.
You know, a lot of people,
Yes,
want
indeed.
her to,
Branch out.
expand,
Yeah.
And branch out and go into other different, franchise other, but
A lot of
She
people
says,
don't
I-
know about that.
yeah.
spot.
They're right here.
Nah, they don't know. About
Where
that.
is that? That's what I hear.
They don't know.
Where is
man.
that?
What, grits? People
Yeah.
don't know where grits is?
Well,
When I
because they
listen-
don't
I
want to
thought-
really
That's
come
insane.
Yeah, they don't know where it is.
They don't
It's a
really
lot of
want to
That's
come
insane.
to the West Side because that's the heart of the West Side right
For
there.
sure.
That would be the heart.
And she's doing curbside.
I got a cousin that comes from Arizona
Yeah, me too.
every other month just to eat grits.
Yeah.
So
I know
if
somebody-
you don't know where it is and you live here, shame on you.
Right.
Definitely. I was standing in line and I had like three white guys from Atlanta that came to grits.
Come on, bro.
Hey, support your local black businesses. That's where you can start.
Yeah.
You got grits. I was just
Yeah.
at Simply Pure over there with
Yes,
Chef
indeed, man.
Stacy Dugan, another friend of me and Antonio's that we went to Cimarron with, man. She doing her thing with the vegan food
Yeah, man.
over there off of Fremont 9th today. And there's a lot of people out there.
Some of them good kale
They're
chips,
still
man.
they're still in operation.
Yeah.
They're just doing curbside.
Yeah.
Like you said, Stacy has the food truck.
Mhm.
So you
Mhm.
can still support them.
Right.
Man.
I saw a
You got
line.
$1,200.
I saw a line on my way over here. On my way over here, because I live on the west side. On my way over here, I saw a line going into Annie's kitchen.
Yes, sir.
I said, they trying to get some of that barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
You
man.
still got to eat.
Yeah.
I know it may not be black owned, but I know a spot that's still and always will be kicking.
Mm.
It's a little shack down there on Cheyenne, where that little itty bitty parking lot called Hamburger Hut.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
well,
Okay.
man,
Oh,
come on,
absolutely.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It is,
It ain't black.
Ridiculous.
It ain't black owned.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
bro. The line, literally, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is people waiting?
Yes.
No, the
They-
line
the
is
line
out.
is
into
outside.
Well,
the
that's
parking
because they
lot.
only allow 2 people in at a time. I've
Right.
been there a couple
Yeah.
of times and
Oh,
had to
my
stand in that line.
goodness.
So they only letting 1 or 2 people in at a time. You can go in, order, you come out and then hang out in the parking lot, and then they come out and
It had
yell
to
your
probably
name
been
when it's
Best
finished.
Best Meats over there off of Miller and Lexington.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing curbside too.
Yeah.
Went over there and got me some lunch the other day.
Here's the thing. If you're not trying to find it, you won't.
Right.
If you know, we all know where it is.
Yeah.
Go support, man. Simple. Real easy.
And that's
Really?
and that's another thing. Just on me. I let you guys do your thing, but we have those pamphlets or the black entertainment magazines or the black magazines, the ones that are here local.
Yeah.
Black Image, I believe it is.
Shout out blackvegas.com
Yeah.
too.
I'm in that one.
BlackVegas.com.
Yep.
Those, we really should be promoting those.
Yep.
And the more we promote those, because those should be pretty much like, what is it, Vegas magazine, the regular Vegas,
Yep.
that's white owned.
Yep.
But they rose so quickly.
Yeah.
Why didn't ours rise that quickly? You know why? Because we see it sitting there at the door for free when it comes, instead of picking it up and putting investment into it. And that's part of my deal moving forward. This has not been a negative for me. This being at home has not been a negative for me. It's been giving me opportunity to think of ways to be better.
Yes.
As it should.
As it should. We talked about this, bros. I'm telling you. It should give you a chance to learn, study. I've said a couple of weeks ago before I left on a week hiatus that we need to be enrolling into online schools, getting smarter, and learning more.
How about just picking up a book?
Or that magazine.
God.
How about doing some internal
soul searching?
Yeah.
Changing.
Yes.
Because some people, when it was a hustle and bustle, they were just oblivious to anybody else. It's all about me.
Yeah.
Now how about you start looking at other people and how you can better yourself and being a better person in front of other people.
Yeah, and through other people.
Yeah, and through other people. You know?
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Antonio, man, we appreciate you,
big
G.
right there, man. That's big right there.
Most
Tom.
definitely,
Appreciate you, bro.
Anything I can do, gentlemen, to help further along our community to be bigger and better than what we are today.
Hey, do a
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Do a post, man. Do a post inside of Let the Ball Bounce, man. We got a lot of people who I know for a fact that would be interested in starting, some stuff and really getting some stuff going on, man. So let's keep that positive energy going, man. Antonio, man.
Appreciate you, homeboy.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all definitely enjoy this beautiful day.
All right,
you too, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do, man. We try to help. We try to uplift. We try to inspire. We try to change the average, mind out there. New vision. Give yourself a new vision for yourself, your kids, your surroundings, your opportunity.
No question.
We move different, man.
Just a tad.
We move different. It's just a different type of move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Before that wonderful call, man, by Antonio, we were talking about the NBA playoffs, starting today if the season was up. We're looking at the 2-7 matchup in the West now, which I don't even think it's worth talking about. The Clippers and the Timberwolves. I see in a slaughter. That's slaughter.
About a slaughter.
Slaughter.
I do.
I say gentleman sweep.
Slaughter.
I give Minnesota 1.
I got 4-0.
Oh, nothing, bro.
I give him gentleman.
0.
I give him a gentleman.
Nah.
There's no way.
Nah.
I give him a gentleman sweep.
Dre.
4. Yeah. Let me pull
0,
up.
man.
Hold on. Let me pull up this Timberwolves roster. I'm just saying, man.
Karl Anthony Towns and
hold on.
D'Angelo Russell.
They got some pieces over there. I'm not saying that they for to make it interesting, but you won't give Minnesota one game out of the trades that they made.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
Here, hold on, man.
Absolutely not. I don't even know why you're on that.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Oh man,
why are you even on the site?
Absolutely not. Let's just focus on the next.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Y'all tripping. All right. So they got Malik Beasley.
Okay.
Came over from
Denver.
I don't think Denver should have gave him up because he was probably the best person over there.
He was
energy
Mr.
guy.
Versatility for them. He kind of did everything.
D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not even gonna mention this dude's name because I think it's
mention it, man.
Okay.
You pulled it up.
Evan Turner.
Yes, brother. Yes, the $70 million man. Oh yeah, mention it.
Yikes.
That'd be a no.
Yeah, that looks like a sweep.
Yeah, it looks bleak.
It looks pretty bad on paper.
Looking real dim.
I couldn't even find nothing to even
load management.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony and and D'Angelo Russell will probably just go for theirs, and that's it.
Yeah, that'd be about it.
And they won't even get it though.
That's the crazy part.
Because
they
we're
won't
going to
get it.
stop you from getting it. You
They
think you're going to
won't
get yours?
Get it.
They're going to score. They're going to average about
That's
89
bad.
points a game.
What is Minnesota doing?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. It looked good.
Who can you start with? I mean, because every couple of months it seemed like Karl Anthony Towns is in trade rumors.
Bro,
just get rid of him.
If I'm Karl Anthony
Rid of
Towns,
the team out of Minnesota.
if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, I want out.
Where do you go?
I don't know. Anywhere but here.
That's not worse
Anywhere but
than
here.
Minnesota.
Anywhere but here.
Because everybody wants
Maybe
to go.
Boston would be a good spot.
Go to the East. Go to the East.
Think Boston would be a good spot for him?
Not bad, but I think they're more guard driven over there.
Yeah, they're a little more guard driven.
They're very, very guard.
They
driven
rely
over
on their bigs.
I think Atlanta has some
less
pieces.
than other.
I think Atlanta has some pieces to give up over in Atlanta if Karl Anthony Towns wanted to go there.
Because I think he'd be a better Horford in that spot than Horford was.
See, and that's the thing, though, because they weren't. I
Okay.
wasn't very high on him with Horford because,
Right.
like you said earlier, in the playoffs, you got to slow it down.
Yeah.
And neither one of them like to touch the paint very much. They
Right.
will, but I need you to be able to get the switch, take
Yes.
it down to the block,
Yes.
and hammer it.
Yeah.
But if you want to put it between your legs and
And
ISO,
shoot the three.
Karl Anthony
I got
Towns
guards that can do
is
that.
the modern day Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, I got guards that can do that.
He plays just like him, dog.
Go to the
He plays exactly like that dude, bro.
go to the paint.
Very similar, bro. Very similar. Think about it. Think about their games
Who you taking?
and how they like to not touch the paint.
Who you taking?
Out of those two,
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns and Patrick
I'm
Ewing?
going
Yeah.
with Pat. I'm taking Pat.
From a skill set?
I knew it.
From a skill set point?
I knew it. I knew
Who's
it.
the better basketball player?
Pat Ewing.
Is he?
I'm taking Pat.
Patrick Ewing is a better basketball player?
Yeah.
He's more skillful?
Towns can stretch
In the
That's
post,
it.
yes.
But that's where I need him, though.
Yeah, but that's not the way today's game is played.
But
But he could step out and shoot the 15, 17 footer all day. Them buckets was good. And was a
Sure.
good free
Sure,
throw shooter.
absolutely.
He was
Absolutely.
a better
I'm not denying
rebounder,
that.
a better shot
That's-
blocker.
I'm not.
See,
not
that's why I
denying that.
said. That's why I said
Not denying any of
if he would go to Boston, I believe he would be a better
Interesting.
Horford. He would be a better Horford in that spot because he's
Why
a
y'all
little more
always think
versatile.
I'm comparing?
No, we
I
know
never-
that.
I'm
I
trying to
never
say
would've- I never
Patrick
would've thought
Ewing
about
is
that
better.
comparison, though. I feel like you had that one in the pocket.
Especially
No,
this
it
guy.
was a good comparison
great
because I was
comparison.
thinking about it. I was like, wait
That
a
was a
minute.
You always think I'm
comparison.
trying to
No, it's
say
a good
somebody's better. No, that's not the case, bro.
That was actually a really good.
No, it's a
comparison.
You
good
always
comparison.
do that, bro. Don't look at me like that because you always do it. You
That was a good
always
comparison.
do that, bro.
I was looking
Every
like
time.
it's a good comparison,
You do
but
it.
I'm still
You
taking.
do it.
I'm gonna
You do it.
take Pat.
You do it.
The NBA now is switching.
Yeah.
So when we switch, I need you to be able to score on this small guy,
Right.
and you don't want to do that. That's why I
That's
don't think.
that's
Or
that's
defend.
a majority of the
Yeah.
bigs in the league now,
But-
though.
okay.
but
Like
here's
that's the league.
I've also seen Patrick Ewing miss a layup to advance.
We're not
They
talking
lost.
about that, Trey.
That's sad though. So sad.
I had somebody tell me that,
sad.
and this is when we did the Patrick Ewing David Robinson comparison.
okay.
I had somebody tell me Pat Ewing was more of a dog than David Robinson.
Okay.
Now
well,
they're a New York Knicks fan, so take
What-
that into
They're a little-
consideration.
hold on.
biased. They're a
Take
little
that into
biased.
consideration.
A little biased.
What do you mean, dog?
That it just somebody that they'd rather have on their team.
I think I'm gonna take the average.
They didn't. That's like I provided every avenue as David Robinson being the better basketball player. Like there was nothing else left I could say. I provided all of the evidence that David Robinson is the better basketball player.
I just think David Robinson is the smarter, more
He's
skillful
the better
basketball player.
player. Period. Anything you can name,
Yeah.
David Robinson does it better. There's nothing that you can name that Pat Ewing does better than David Robinson. Nothing.
Let's not keep bashing Pat Ewing.
It's not a bash,
G.
but we're talking about the comparison. In the comparison,
Yeah.
there's nothing that Patrick Ewing does better than David Robinson. Nothing. Not one thing basketball related.
Yeah,
This is why I don't like the comparison game because
But the numbers are similar career-wise, so that's why the comparison was made.
The numbers were very similar. 21 and 10. 21 and 10.
This guy over here, man. He does it every time, bro. Every
21
time.
and 10 is the career number, so it's very similar.
Absolutely.
Interesting. So if Pat Ewing was on that Houston team, would they have 1-2 chips instead of Elijah Wan?
No.
Definitely.
No. Oh, no. He ain't that nice.
Team's cut different.
Yeah, he's cut way different.
You're talking about skill now.
Wasn't that Houston Rocket team a better team than the Knicks teams, though?
Team is really good.
And Akeem Olajuwon was a huge part of that.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. But look at the players around him, though. Like it just.
It just worked. It worked.
Interesting.
Young, ugly Sam Cassell coming out of Florida State.
When
but you know what? It could have worked. If I'm looking at it now, I think it could have worked to an ME championship with Patrick Ewing in 2 switching roles. I think so. I'm with you on that one.
They have one or still 2.
They have what? Say it again.
Would they have both? Like he said, with them switching.
They would have beat that Orlando team.
Would they have? They would have definitely beat Shaq and them.
They'd have beat
because I feel like that was
probably
the factor.
I mean, they swept.
They went right at.
Well, Patrick Ewing had moves too. Not saying that he was an Elijah One, but Elijah One did take Shaquille O'Neal to school.
I think they would have beat Portland, and probably because Shaq was giving Patrick Ewing fits.
He did. He averaged 23 and 13 in that series.
They might have lost to that Orlando team. They might have lost to that Orlando team.
Because Shaq wouldn't have got the same pushback from Patrick Ewing on the other end, is what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
No.
Copy.
Shaq gave a lot of people.
He did.
Pretty much everybody.
Even against Akeem Olajuwon, Shaq still averaged 22 or 23 points a game in this series.
Shaq seems to think.
But that post and that.
Go ahead and
that post and that.
Filthy.
Go ahead and touch it.
Shaq couldn't do nothing with that.
Shaq seems to think that he's been roughing a lot of feathers lately.
Come on, Diesel.
Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal seems to think that his Lakers, his Lakers team, and the fact that he was a dominant player, he believes that if he would have played against a Bill Cartwright, Luke Longley, Bill Winnington over in Chicago, that he would have demolished these dudes.
He probably would have.
He would have.
The team probably wouldn't have won, though. He would have ate them up.
He would have ate them up.
He'd absolutely killed them.
Yeah.
The team, though, not so certain.
Yeah, but Chicago never used those 3 to go out and say, get us 15 points.
No.
They said, we're going to use all 12 of these fouls.
Huh.
Why everybody else eat?
Look, in the triangle offense, the bigs, and with the exception of Shaquille O'Neal, the bigs weren't factors.
They're high post guys.
They were high post dudes.
Passers.
They were passers out of the triangle.
Okay, so
Pau Gasol just he ate because of his skill.
Well, what's the
Bill
difference?
Winnington and Bill Cartwright, on the other hand, what did they eat?
At home.
Nothing.
At home.
But I've seen a lot of games where Bill Cartwright, Winnington, Luke Longley, these dudes was getting rebounds, hitting jump shots, and just making the right plays. What's the difference in between a Luke Longley and Ben Wallace? Shaquille O'Neal, because Ben Wallace and that Detroit Pistons team over there took the Lakers through there. And you guys had 2 of arguably the best players on the planet on the same time at the same time in their prime in Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shaq, you see Shaq though, he kind of went after that and said there's factors that go into it. Who has feel is what he said.
Oh, here we go.
But I'm just saying this is what he said. I'm not worried about
your favorite guy.
I'm a Shaq fan to the fullest. To me, he's the best center of all time. I'm biased. So of course. So he said who has feel. Though. He says, and if they play the hack a Shaq role and he can't make free throws, we get swept. So is that him taking a shot at his teammate?
I think that if he makes free throws, they get a gentleman's sweep.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think the Bulls team sweeps that Laker team. I do think they win though.
In 6.
I got 7. I got 7. I got Bulls in 7.
Handsomely in 7.
From a perimeter.
Doesn't matter how it looks.
Look at the
Handsomely?
perimeter.
Yeah,
look at
like
the perimeter.
20 plus.
Michael Jordan,
in a game
Scottie
7.
Pippen on the perimeter.
No doubter.
If you looking at Michael Jordan and Kobe to cancel each other out, fine. That leaves Scottie Pippen and a whole bunch of other dudes.
I just wouldn't cancel out Jordan and Kobe.
I'm saying if you wanted to do it. I'm saying if you wanted to do that.
Just the easy call right now.
Yes. Okay.
Just cancel those 2 out.
All right.
Who is guarding Scottie Pippen and who's scoring on Scottie Pippen?
And for those of you who think that, in my opinion, that
Rick Fox?
the fact that Kobe played defense good, that he would put the clamps on Jordan, I'm going to need you to slow down, dog.
No.
I mean, they told Kawhi Leonard he put the clamps down on LeBron James and only had him average what?
28, was it 28 a game on 56% shooting? Yeah, you stopped him.
Okay, but so look at it from the other mismatch side, though. Pip's never been a go get 40 guy.
No.
But you also have a mismatch on Shaq where he can get 40.
Sure.
So now do their points cancel each other out? Now it goes to the next guy.
Best shooter.
You know Shaq's going to do it. You know Pip is going to do it. Who's the next guy on both teams who's going to make the most shots or the shot at the right time?
Tony Kukoc?
At the right time.
Perhaps.
I mean, you got
You got Ron Harper out there still for that Bulls team.
He's on the Laker team too.
And he was on that Laker team.
Yeah, but you got to put him on the Bulls team since they were there first.
No.
He was there first.
No.
You ain't getting Ron Harper.
You ain't getting Ron. We getting fresh off knee injury.
You can have Kyle Macy. That's what you can have.
No.
Kyle Macy.
No. Which team developed
Craig
first?
Hodges. I'll give you Craig
The
Hodges.
Bulls. So he's on the Bulls team.
He has to be a Bull. He has to be. He got to be a Bull. Yeah. He has to be.
Which Bulls team are we talking about? The last 3 championships?
Even the last 3 championships.
The last 3. Well, yeah, he was on that team.
Well, so was Rodman.
Look, man, the Lakers will have a tough time, bro. Look, I'm a Laker fan. They'll have a tough time. It could get ugly.
Yeah.
Could get ugly. But they'll have a tough time.
Would that be the best team the Bulls ever faced, though, in the finals?
Yes.
Probably from a talent standpoint, yes. From a talent standpoint, yes.
Prime Lakers against prime Bulls. So that'd be probably like the 0-1 Lakers.
But we also gotta understand, Utah took them 6 games. Is Utah as talented as that Laker team?
Utah beat the Lakers.
Absolutely not. But they're not as talented.
No.
They did.
But it wasn't
they're not
with
as
that
talented.
team.
It wasn't with that team.
It wasn't with that team.
Yeah.
They had Eddie Jones.
Did have
Shout out
Eddie.
to Eddie Jones, though.
Shout out to EJ,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Love Eddie
Temple's
Jones,
finest, man.
That's my guy, man.
Yes, indeed.
Look, man, this is what we do. Do we have the last matchup before we get out of here?
The 2-7 East matchup, we're looking at Toronto and Brooklyn. Now,
I'm going Toronto.
This
Toronto
is contingent
was playing
upon
good basketball late.
KD coming
He
back.
wasn't coming back.
No, they're sitting.
They were sitting the
They
whole
were.
way.
Well, I see a sweep. They'll get swept.
It's funny talking about Brooklyn, though. They did say that they were thinking about going after DeRozan.
I mean, he wouldn't be a bad third option.
No, why not?
Coming off the bench?
You can even play him at the 2 guard.
Yeah, that too.
There you go.
He's a glue guy.
I'll take that. Now
Yeah.
I got 3 guys who can go get their own bucket.
Boy.
I think at this point, man, Spencer Dinwiddie is like the lonesome dove, bro. Like
He's out of there.
He got to go get his bread, though.
Where
They going
does
to give it to him.
Somebody
he's
else
gonna get
give
the
him
bag.
more,
He's
though.
gonna get paid
Somebody
for
else
sure.
gonna give
He
him
has
more.
to at this point.
He's not staying there.
But it's like, dude, why they keep giving this dude the boot like that, bro? Spencer Dinwiddie is nice.
Yeah,
bro.
he nice. He nice.
Why does he keep getting lost in the sauce, man?
No.
They're doing him the same way they did. What's the kid from Boston? Just got traded to the Hornets.
Oh.
You talking about,
Rozier.
Yeah, Rozier.
He was
Scary Terry.
when IT was out.
He balled.
IT came back.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
And then he went and got his money. So I see Dinwiddie doing that.
Yeah, he'll
Go
get
get
his
your money, man. Go. You might not be able to win, but
It got to
you
be a
deserve
good
it, though.
situation,
Go
though.
get your money.
It got to be a good situation.
Spurs would be a good situation for
I
him.
can see that too.
Spurs would be a good situation for him. If you want to do a DeMar DeRozan and throw a couple of picks in there and we try to figure out this money thing, we'll make that swap right now.
That's a good situation for anybody.
That's a good situation. So, yeah, man, this is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio, LTBB in the building every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. This is what we do. Man, we give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. We appreciate everybody chiming in to the Sports Talk Radio show, everybody who actually took a second to share the actual live feed.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate our callers that called in, Dave from the Bay and Antonio, man, out here trying to make a change and difference in people's lives, man. And that's what we should be doing, man. We should be learning how to be better humans and better people at the same time, man. So we just move different, man. We talk about different things that's going on in the community. We always going to talk about home here in Las Vegas, and we want to appreciate Dame coming out, man, and sharing a little bit of your time with us, man. Talking sports and keep doing your thing out in the community, man. And you are more than welcome to come back to the show, man, and let's chop it up on some sports and just some different things in real life, man.
Yes, sir, man. Let people know how to get a hold of you, man, if they want to, get the kids involved in LVO, man. Hoops,
I mean,
man.
I kind of honestly put it on more of a sports base now.
Sure. Okay.
Instagram, Dame Harris, Facebook, Dame Harris, same thing.
Yeah.
But it's more. It's not personal no more. It's all about, you go in there, you see my coaching, you see my players, you see my kids going to school. Yeah. It's more personal. I mean, it's more about kids.
That's it.
I separated my personal life.
That's good.
That's right.
That's good.
And
that's a part of your life. That's a part of your life.
And I get it all the time, man. Oh, I didn't know you had a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had to tell you.
Yeah, that part.
I didn't know it was mandatory that I had to tell you.
Right. I don't.
But those are the same people that are like, oh, man, on the other side, man, my nephew want to play.
That part.
Oh, well, come to me about that
first. Yeah.
I'll let me first.
Yeah, first. Yeah, definitely, man.
It's
all platforms, Twitter, Facebook.
Yes, indeed,
same thing.
Right.
Dope show, fellas.
Us too, man. Follow all platforms, man. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Hit us up on a Gorilla Cross app, man. If you want to listen to the shows, show the show, share the show, whatever, man. Download that app on your phone, man. It makes no sense why you guys should not already be a part of the movement, man, here over at LTV.
And we are on YouTube.
Hey,
wow!
Some people just found that out on
crazy.
the page. I didn't know y'all was on YouTube.
Hassan Grant, man, you need to be ashamed of yourself, man. Stop watching all that football and actually pay attention to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Stop being so mad at certain football teams and stuff, and handle your thing over in Philly, man. Is Philly, are the Eagles done winning championships for another 100 years? Let us know, man. Look, man, we appreciate you guys, man. Tad bit tough, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey, Bill Blockham Logan, Dame in the building, man. LTBB in the building, man. We appreciate you guys, man. And guess what, man? If you're scared, you better go to church.